Hello there, my name is Maisara. In today's topic, we are going to learn the conflict process. There are 5 stages in conflict process. Stage 1 is the potential opposition or incompatibility. There are 3 potential opposition or incompatibility. The first one is communication. The communication says there can be semantic difficulties between two parties engaged. The semantic means the parties do not really understand what the other person means, and this can lead to conflict. And of course, there are some misunderstanding and noise. Secondly, we have the structure. The larger the group, more specialized, the larger is the potential for conflict to occur. When the group are larger and when they are more specialized, what is the difference between people? Well, goals. The more people there are, the more diverse goals are going to be. So, in larger and specialized group, the conflict occur more often. And lastly, personal variables. We know this very well. Some people just tend to get to conflict a lot. Why is so? Because personality, emotions, and values.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Norsha binti Razali. I'm going to explain stage 2, cognition and personalization. So first of all is perceived conflict. It is an awareness by one or more parties of the existence of conditions that create opportunities for conflict to arise. For example, there might be situations where people perceive conflict to exist, but after speaking, they realize that there was indeed no difference in opinions and in fact, no conflict whatsoever. Now, let us go for the next one, which is felt conflict. It is an emotional involvement in a conflict creating anxiety, tenseness, frustration, or hostility. For example, Juliet may be aware that she is in a serious argument with John over some policy. But this may not make a Juliet be tense or anxious and no effect at all on Juliet. In other words, it makes them feel conflict between one another. Okay, I guess that's it from me. Now let us go for the next part.
Hello everyone, so now I'm going to explain the conflict process in stage 3, which is intention. The definition of intention is something that you want and plan to do, or known as a decision to act in a given way. For your information, dimensions of conflict handling intentions is based on the degree of cooperative and assertiveness, which happen to individual in handling conflicts. Here we have cooperativeness, which is attempting to satisfy the other party's concern. Meanwhile, the assertiveness is attempting to satisfy one's own concern. Over here, I'm going to explain dimensions of conflict handling intentions. The first one is collaborative, which is a situation in which the parties to a conflict each desire to satisfy fully the concerns of all parties. Next, we have competing, which is a desire to satisfy one's interests and regardless of the impact on the other party to the conflict. That's it for me, and now I'm going to pass to my friend Shaf.
So the third dimension is avoiding. Avoiding can be defined as the desire to withdraw from or suppress a conflict. A person may recognize that a conflict exists and want to withdraw. No winners, no losers from it or suppress it. Avoiding include trying to just ignore a conflict and avoiding others with whom you disagree. In employing this, individuals end up ignoring the problem, thinking that the conflict will resolve itself. It might be applicable in certain situations but not in all. And the fourth one is accommodating. Accommodating can be defined as the willingness of one party in a conflict to place their opponent's interests above his or her own. You win, I lose. Accommodation involves having to deal with the problem with an element of self-sacrifice. An individual set aside his concerns to maintain peace in the situation. This behavior will be most efficient if the individual is in the wrong, as it can come as a form of conciliation. Lastly, the fifth one is compromising. Compromising can be defined as a situation in which each party to a conflict is willing to give up on something. Compromising is about coming up with a resolution that would be acceptable to the parties involved. Thus, one party is willing to sacrifice their own sets of goals as long as the others will do the same.